Alright, I'm going to walk you through a little bit how to change out your Fiesta ST fog lights. It was a lot easier than I thought. I was looking up kind of how to change out the whole assembly on YouTube and the internet, and I wasn't really able to find too much details about it, so I gave it a blind shot and thought might as well I make a video. Unfortunately I did just do it, and then I thought about making the video afterwards, but it's super simple and I can walk you through it. And yes, this is the old one. This one has seen definitely better days. It's old halogen. I had some amber color on it a while ago, and obviously it's fallen off. And then my other fog light was actually broken, so if you have that same problem, I've been there too. So these I picked up, or the new ones I picked up, were from carparts.com. They're about 60 bucks, and they're full LED, full brand new assembly, and they kind of slide right in there, super simple. All right, here's my 2016 Fiesta ST. Cold start. Yeah, sorry, it's pretty messy out here, but wasn't inside and got snowed on. But here's the new fog lights. Debating if maybe I go amber or yellow with these ones, but I gotta test them out at night or in the fog and to see how well they are. Just kind of a close-up. They look pretty cool. Look very modern, and the LED should help me out a lot for fog or the night. So basically, I made this a lot easier on myself. I did turn my tire in, so to the right, and to see if I can get to the fender liner and peel it off, and I was able to do that, but there just wasn't quite enough room for my liking, and so I just made it easier on myself. Lifted the car up, took this wheel off, and then started on the driver's side. And what you want to do is, there are just two hex style screws that hold this fender liner in, and there's one up here somewhere. My car's super low, so it's kind of hard to see, but once you get those two off, you can pull this fender liner back and then access the fog light, because I was actually, when I pay attention to it, I didn't realize how close this fog light is to the fender liner. I was fully prepared to take the bumper off or get up underneath it, take linings off and get to it that way or from the top, but it's actually super simple. So basically, if you're looking at a fog light like this in there, there's gonna be two screws holding this thing in there. And then the other two holes are gonna just have little plastic nubs that hold it in place. But basically, if you're looking at it this way on the driver's side is a little bit more challenging from this screw, because it's just a hard angle to get there with some components and some hosing and stuff in the way. But I was able to do it with a ratchet and a hex style screwdriver head. And then this side's pretty easy right here. And then these two are gonna be just the little plastic nubs that hold it in place. And then obviously the plastic clip, it's pretty easy. Just press it down the little clip and then pull, and it comes right out. And then this side, the passenger side, fortunately is much easier to do, which is actually, this one came off of the passenger side. You can see this one's completely toast. It broke from a rock or something, and time to change out the halogens. But like I said, passenger side is a lot easier to get rid of because there's not that much components in the way of it. I was able to do it with just a screwdriver and no ratchet to get way back in there, but overall, pretty easy. Again, apologies I couldn't show you visually how to do it, but hopefully me explaining how it's done shed some light if some of you are confused out there. Like I said, carparts.com. These are about 60 bucks, the new ones that are in the car. They look cool. I just typed in 2016 Fiesta ST fog lights, and a few options came up, and that was the one I chose. So good luck.